Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Excuse the darkness. It's going to be a dark one this week. It just happens to be the area that I'm showing you this week. If you've been watching my devlogs, you'll have seen that I've walked through more action-focused elements of my game and also the slower-paced puzzle aspects of my game. And now this week I wanted to show you, ooh, that was bad, how it all sort of comes together in the main quest here. So this is how kind of the game works and blends everything together, because in my game I want you to be able to play how you prefer. If you're someone who likes platforming, you can lean the game in that direction. If you're someone who likes puzzles, you can lean the game in that direction. And you can kind of go back and forth however you prefer. Or if you get stuck on a particular level, you can opt to solve a puzzle to progress. If you get stumped on a puzzle, you can opt to do platforming instead. And so here we're taking a look. This is a part of the main quest in Chapter 2. And for the most part, the majority of the platforming you can actually skip in this game. This literal part you're watching right now, you'll have to do some jumping sometimes. Obviously, it is a platformer first, but I want to show you how, in general, you can kind of lean the gameplay in whatever direction that you prefer. So I'm gonna actually just kill myself here. I can't. I forgot I have unlimited health right now, so I can't. So I'm just gonna go forwards here. And we're gonna get past this part here. It's a little tricky if you're not a platforming pro. I'm gonna slide, double jump, just clear those. All right. So that's kind of the bit of platforming you'll have to do to reach this next part. So in the game, I'm not going to go over the story too much. I don't want to spoil anything, but you're trekking through this dark cave. I've also turned off some of I've turned off all of the cutscenes. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm actually kind of just going into this level in a plain way. All the cutscenes and story moments have been turned off, and I'll just have to explain them as I go forward. So when you reach this part in the actual game, it's sort of a linear part of the game where I'm kind of guiding you through this creepy cave, but even in the linear moments, I offer multiple paths. So I guess it's not linear. Forget I said that. So you're going through this cave and you're gonna come across this statue here. And the first time you come here, you're not gonna really know what it's about. You can examine it. You can go past here. There's a piece of paper on the ground. You can read that if you'd like as well. And again, you can keep going forwards. Most people are going to be intrigued by this because up until this point, it's been a little bit, well, I won't say anything. So again, there's more to do here. There's a tent here, and there's another piece of paper. You can read that. Not much of it is going to make sense to you at the time when we're coming in here the first time. And then you're going to reach the end here, and you're going to find out that a little cutscene plays here, and you're going to learn that you need to find a way to cross this gap here. There's a gap, and you need to cross this gap. And there's a journal here, and you can read it, and it kind of sets up your environment. It kind of starts to make sense of, what this thing is here, what that statue is over there that we saw earlier. This is basically a light bridge that you need to activate. And the journal of the journal here that you can read tells you that there's actually two ways across the gap, but this guy, he realizes that there's a route above. So if you see up there, there's that glow bug up top there's a route above, but he mentions that you need to be a member of the rogues to get access to that top route. You need to be a rogue, aka you need to be able to wall jump to get up there. Since he's not a member of the rogues, he doesn't have the gear, he needed to solve this riddle in order to get across this gap. I know it sounds a bit weird right now. It all makes sense if you were to see the cutscene and read everything. So these are your two solutions. These are your two paths. You can either... And I try to cover up in the game, I try to cover up when these moments are presented to you, but sometimes, like in this instance, I make it obvious. I'm like, okay, you literally have two choices. One is action-focused and one is puzzly. Sometimes I like to make it obvious just to give people... really hit it over the head, like, hey, you have an option here to do things the way you want to do them here. So if you have the proper gear and you like action, you can try to find a way up top. If you don't have that, or you don't like the action, or you want to take a break from it and do things differently and mix things up, you can try to solve this riddle here. So let's take a look at that. The riddle. So you need to take the Whisperer's Stone. It's an item you get from the journal that we already looked at, and you need to place it on this statue. Now, I can't actually do it because, like I said, I've turned off all of the mechanics for this part. But you would place a stone on the whisperer stone on the statue, and you would whisper in the answer to the riddle. And you can get clues by reading this paper here. So this will kind of seem life and death, peace and war. It kind of seems random to you. You might not know what it's about, but once you start thinking about what you read in the journal, and once you start reading both of these clues, you might start to find out, oh, I think I might know the answer. And so if you think you know the answer, you can say the answer into this whisperer stone, and once you speak the correct answer, the light bridge will activate, and then you can get across. Now, if you're more of an action-focused guy, if you're like, I do not care about riddles, I don't want to slow things down, I want to keep playing the game, you can do an action-focused thing. So if you use your meditation skill here, you will reveal this platform that's invisible. You can shimmy up this area here and reach the upper route. So for people who prefer action gameplay over puzzle solving, you can do just that. Here's a little hidden, not a hidden, but a little treasure chest here. There's a gold coin. I usually try to reward exploration in this game. So if you explore, here's a hidden gold coin. There's a tiny bit of a puzzle on how to even reach that gold coin as well. It's a little, you got to think a bit on how to reach that. I'm gonna kill this glow bug so it doesn't kill me. Now, again, to reach the other side here, I'm going to use my meditation skill ability here. That allows me, again, to see hidden platforms. It also allows me to destroy things in my path, like giant boulders. There's an enemy here. Oh, no. All right. Not good. Not good. I just fell down. Now I'm poisoned. Thankfully, you can see me. I'll be turning green now. All right, sorry, I got poisoned in this game, so I just reloaded the game here because it's just a bit of annoying to be poisoned while I'm explaining everything to you. So anyway, so continuing on my path here, the upper route meant for more action-focused players. You're gonna have to dodge these guys while on invisible platforms. You can, of course, hold down the meditation ability so it lasts longer and help you across the gap here. It's not too crazy, but again, it beats trying to use your brain and think of something if you hate that kind of gameplay. So I'm trying to let people do what they want to do. You can use this glow bug to bounce off his head and get up here. And fun fact, there is a hidden, you can't see it because it's silhouetted, but there's a hidden chest right there. So if you're watching these devlogs, you're getting little helpful tips. So here we go. We're going down here, and there we go. I'm now across. Now, I've already lit the bridge here in this playthrough, but that is the way across the gap if you want to use an action-oriented thing, or, again, you can activate this light bridge to get across by using your head and coming up with some sort of adventure game-like puzzle. So that's how things work in the game, and they're all seamlessly blended in throughout. Every side quest, every optional level, they all have stuff like this. So I really wanted to give people the ability to kind of lean the gameplay the way they want to, and so you always have a choice to play the kind of game that you're looking for. But if you kind of want to try something else, you can experiment and on the fly try one way or another, and kind of just come out with a completely different experience from maybe someone else playing the game. And sometimes the alternate routes are quite drastically different. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes it's a little bit more simple. But yeah, hope you liked. That wasn't a sentence. Hope you liked this look at my game. Please go wishlist it. Billy Saves the World on Steam. See you next time. Thanks for watching the video. My name is Cooper Bibaud. I'm an actor, writer, producer of film, television, and video games. This video was brought to you by my Premium Plus members of my Patreon. Go there now. You can sign up for free, get access to my premium blog. I also do a monthly podcast right here where I talk about all my projects, catch everybody up, and just talk about whatever I feel like. Go to my Discord, it's free. I post a bunch of stuff on my projects as well, including Billy Saves the World. a bunch of behind the scenes videos and all this kind of stuff. There's also a special section for paying members as well, where you can talk about whatever you feel like, books, movies, music. It's just mostly myself right now talking to myself, but please check it out. And while you're at it, go to Steam, head to Billy Saves the World page, and give it a wish list. I would appreciate it. Thanks for watching again. Goodbye.